All right. Hi, friends. Thanks so much for being here with us tonight. I'm super excited because one of my favorite people is joining us. I have a lot of favorite people, if you guys didn't know that. So if you ever get called that, it still is a special, like you should still feel special. I just know so many amazing people that it's hard not to like have them on the favorite list. JD asked me yesterday what my favorite color was, and I was like, "It's your favorite color." And she's like, "Well, mine are all of them." I'm like, "That's it, exactly, all of them. I love all colors." So I'm gonna turn it over to Jordan. So my friend Jordan is here to share with us tonight. I'm just gonna let her share her story. I'm not gonna go into it all, but Jordan and I actually did a mastermind together a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. That's insane. And she is so sweet. We have a lot in common. She's a fitness instructor as well, and she loves Plexus. So she's amazing. You guys are gonna love her, and I'm gonna turn over to her. She's gonna share a story a little bit about some product, and then she's gonna do a social media training for us.
I'm excited. Thanks for having me, guys. So, I have been with Plexus for about 11 years. And what's funny is I actually started in fitness before I would like consider being like a healthy person. Because back in 2013, that just like wasn't a thing. It was more about like, fitness and stuff. But I was really struggling with just exhaustion, stomach issues, and despite being an athlete and I started teaching fitness, I was really struggling too with sleep problems. So if you wake up around like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, like that was me. I always joke like I'm an expert, like ex insomniac, because it was a struggle. And I would try to take like a nap between classes. I had a pillow and blanket in my car because it was so normal that I needed to take a nap just to get through the day. I also drank around like 90 ounces of soda a day to get through the day as well. Because I was doing all the things. I played softball, I was a cheerleader, I was teaching fitness, I was running, I was doing races. Like it was crazy. And the fact that I felt that bad, I wish that I had found gut health and these products earlier because I think back to like my high school experience and early college, and I think I would feel so different. And so, what really, really got me into the products was I was going into college, had all these issues, but I needed to lose weight because my body basically was like, I'm not going to lose weight for you, Jordan. You pushed me to the brink. Like, I'm dealing with all these problems. And my friend Susie, who also teaches fitness, she was posting about her husband's results and that Chris was able to lose weight. They no longer were craving sugar, which was a huge thing that I was dealing with. And I was like, cool, I'm, 19 years old, but I've tried all this stuff. Nothing really has worked for me. And I said, okay, I'll try it. Like, I trust you, but it probably won't do anything. And you guys, like, I'm not kidding, within a few months, I started losing weight. My sleep started to improve. I started to not need naps every day. I didn't have that 2:30 crash. And my stomach issues started to get a lot better, which, if you struggle with that, like, as a woman, I think as a man too, but as a woman, it's just super uncomfortable. And if you play sports and you're active, like it's not convenient whenever like you have flares and things happen. And so to finally start feeling well, I was like, I have to share this because I was like a quote unquote healthy person and doing all the things, but I was still struggling. And so if you're here tonight and you're like skeptical, that's fine. That's where I was too. And if you had told me back then when I first started the products that it'd be like 11 years later, you'd still be on them, I'd be like, no way. Because I don't think those are actually going to work. But y'all, I'm telling you, like, stay consistent, give your body at least 90 days because this is not a quick fix. It's not the early 2000s. I grew up in that and I was used to like getting it when I wanted it. But give your body time because it just gets better. I'm not saying my sleep issues were fixed in 2 months. I'm saying in the next couple years that I was consistent, my entire life just started to do like a complete change and it was amazing. And so I think that if you're here for a reason and just say yes and see what happens.
I love that so much. I was actually just talking to someone today about kind of the timeline, and she's seeing some small improvements And she's like, you said about 3 months, right? And I'm like, well, everyone's different. And I'm going to be straight with you. I was not a first day of the pink drink, my life was changed. I was nothing even close to that. But after a few weeks, I just remember being like, I actually feel a little bit better. And that was all I needed. And that's like, it's been a pretty slow process. I've been here a long time too, 8.5 years, but none of it was like this boof magical. It was magically slow because that's what our body, and honestly, even 3 months, I'm like, you're not even brushing the surface. At 3 months, I was still like, something's kind of changing. I think I feel a little bit better. My energy is a little better. My stomach doesn't hurt as much, but there was no like huge giant magic thing at that point. And every story is different, every body is different. Some people, day one, like Andy, right? Tiffany, 1 day of pink drink and he doesn't itch anymore from lifelong eczema. Like, that's a miracle to me. We never know who the miracles are going to be. But then there's other ones like, us that are slow and steady wins the race. But when you've gone through so much, I'll take slow and steady. As long as it gets me where I want to be, I'm totally fine with it. So thank you for sharing that. And Jordan, Jordan's going to highlight one of her favorite products and tell us a little bit about it. And it happens to be one of my favorites too. So
So I love Active. Active is our holistic energy drink. And what I love about it is that it doesn't give you a crash. I was a green monster girl, and those crashes were awful. If you've been there, then you know. And I love that also Active doesn't really give you jitters at all. So it's just very stable. You're not going to get that crash at the end. And I love that we offer a bunch of different flavors. I personally love to mix mine with my pink drink. I think it tastes like a cocktail but without like all the stuff in it. It's just good. It's so good though, I promise. But I really like it. And I think that if you're looking for something like that, if you're struggling with that 2:30 crash, I definitely think you guys should try it. My husband loves the pineapple lemongrass. I love peach mango. Like, we'll hide it in my house. It's my love. It's my life. And so I love it so much. I also like starfruit guava, but the peach mango is like amazing with the hunger control slim. It's so good.
who has mixed the peach mango with the iced tea? It's so good. That is my
That is
jam.
my daily
Oh
jam.
my
Like I
gosh.
have to have it or my day is not complete.
You guys, I think all know I'm not
Seriously.
crazy about the sweet tea because I'm not crazy about sweet tea to begin with. It's nothing to do with ours. But when you mix it with the peach mango, I don't know, it just takes it to a whole different level, a whole different universe, really. And I'm like, oh yeah, I really like the sweet tea now because that's the peach mango. Does anybody have any quick questions for Jordan about Active, about her story, about anything real quick? No. I'm gonna go take a no. Okay. If you are on and you were invited here, um, I want to offer, we're gonna extend a $10 discount if you have not gotten started with us yet. As a thank you for being here with us today. We are gonna switch over and Jordan is gonna do her little social media training for us. So you're welcome to pop off if you would like, or you can stick around and get a fun little training from Jordan.